Can we burst again? We might as well, because I don't think these guys can burst yet. You have to be level 4 or something. So, yeah, let's do that again. Get some shielding up. How's it going, guys? John here from the Kilobits, and welcome to Battle Chasers Nightwar. Now, this is one I have been looking forward to checking out. It is just the demo, as we can see here. We'll start the demo and I'll carry on talking as we do this. Yeah, so this is Battle Chasers Nightwar from Airship Syndicate, and is being published by THQ Nordic. And this is something of a JRPG meets procedural dungeon crawler? Calibretto, I believe we found the bandit you chased out of town. In his possession was a letter we were unable to decipher. Right, let's have a look. You hand over the bloodied letter. Says something about a powerful weapon. Can't be an artifact. I know that look, son. You know something about artifact weapons. Does the letter say anything else? Hard to make out entirely, but it speaks of the iron outpost, that can be sure. Where is it? I've just got this image that Garrison is, you know, typical gruff lead character type. Straight north out of town, then west. You probably noticed that the lock gate on the road. Here's the key. Do something useful with it. So yes, as I was saying, this is JRPG meets procedural dungeon crawler, and we play as a party of 3. So at the moment, I think there's 6 playable characters in the game, but at the moment in this demo, our party is Calibretto, who's kind of like the big robot war machine dude, Garrison, who's the swordsman, and Gully, who you'd think is kind of, well, the smallest and the childlike one, so maybe they're like a rogue or a healer or something like that. No, Gully's in fact the tank. She hits like a truck, and it's in fact Calibretto who's more of like our healer class. But we can have a quick wander around town here, so let's go to this spot. What's in the tavern? We can chat, rest, browse wares, sell items. It is just a demo, so there's not a lot of point really hanging around town too much. But you can get an idea of it's that kind of typical JRPG type thing. Curio shop. Well, browse your wares. Healing flasks. Well, we've got 100 coins on us. I pretty much picked up everything we need to, so let's escape out to this. Yeah. There we go. As you might expect, this looks a bit like a teleportation thing. Harm's Way Blink Station, yep. And I went straight on the mission, but we can have a quick look at the combat straight away. So, yeah, that typical JRPG thing of it breaks into the combat. And as you can see here, this is the combat help. Because there is no tutorial, we're just going straight into the fight. So, if you've played any JRPG in the past, you probably can kind of guess how it all plays out. So we have our, turns. It is all turn-based, and whoever's at the top is going to be taking their turn first. You've got abilities, which are kind of like the magic in this. Your basic attacks and abilities take time to cast. So if you're in position there and you cast an ability, it will actually won't work until the next time it's your turn. Burst, which is their kind of like mana break type, build up your power bar type idea, but it's easier to show. So first off is Garrison, and as I said, we've got attacks, we've got abilities. I think we can do, which one is it? Not cleave. Haste to all party members, deals 48 damage. So we'll actually spend some of our mana, and we'll do that straight away. Come on. There you go, and he's thinking about it. So as you can see, it's pushing his turn order down. So we've got Calibretto now. We'll just go with a big gut punch. Douche! The spider attacks. Probably poison, yes. I'm still trying to work out how a robot can be poisoned, but it's video game logic. We'll go with it. Jab. Now you get to see Gully in action. As I say, she hits like a truck. There we go, and everybody gets haste up. So that's a very quick, basic fight, so you get an idea of how it all plays out. So very, very typical kind of JRPG combat, and the whole fact that you're in this overworld and you get encounters, and you know the map breaks essentially. You'll probably say turn in the other direction. Nope. I'm just wondering how far we can go. What was that? Cannon fire! Get back! There's a cannon emplacement right on the ridge. Can I go further? Yeah, this is how it's gating the demo. So as I said, when I played this before and to test it, I did actually play it for about an hour, and I didn't even come anywhere near the end of the demo, which is unusual for one of these kind of demos. I think this was actually what was available on the PAX East floor a few weeks ago. What's in the beastery? Let's chat. Be sure to stop by later. I'll let you know any beasts worth hunting have popped up. So it's kind of a mission quest type thing. Okay. So let's just get on with the game. So you may or may not be aware of the story behind Battle Chasers. It's actually, well, the game was kickstarted. It was actually a successful Kickstarter, raised about $850,000 back in September 2015, I think it was. And it's actually based on a comic book series by the writer and artist Joe Madureira. And people jumped on it because it was one of those comic book series that was highly loved but very short-lived. I think it only ran for like 9 issues, 12 issues, something like that. So people were kind of disappointed it ended on a cliffhanger or something like that. Let's get rid of the slime. You're out of here. And well, we're not going to take them both down, so I think we'll do our plan of, you know, doing haste again. So at least it'll speed us up. And we're poisoned. As yet, I've not found anything that cures poison. Well, we'll go with the gut punch still. So yeah, it is all based on the comic book series Battle Chasers. I vaguely aware of it. I've never read the books myself, so I'm not that familiar with it. But I think the basis for the game is there's an impending doom. There's always an impending doom in these kind of RPGs and that. But it's like the Nightwar refers to kind of the rise of vampires and the undead and that, I think. So that's where the basic concept's coming from. And with this party of heroes, I think reading and watching kind of interviews and things like that, Calibretto's like an outlawed war machine type thing. Gully has basically inherited her father's power gloves and is going on her first adventure. Garrison is a disgraced knight or paladin or something. Ooh, Ironwood. The ruins just off the road here. They look military. This must be one of the Iron Outpost's old way stations, which means the outpost is nearby. Should we search it? Doesn't seem like a high priority. But we will search it because it gives you a chance to see the kind of other perspective in this game. So as I said, it's very much typical JRPG, but it's also got these kind of dungeon crawling elements to it. And it also shows off we actually have abilities in the dungeon. So you can see these dungeon skills. Press X to perform an active dungeon skill. So each character has their own special ability. So Calibretto restores party health to a moderate amount, briefly stun all nearby enemies, stun carries over into combat, also breaks weak walls, and Garrison has a quick step, so we can avoid traps. So this all plays into the actual dungeon crawling aspect. So if you've taken a good few hits in a battle, well, basically equip Calibretto and you can restore some health. Or if you can see some enemies nearby and you want to get the advantage on them, well, get Gully in there and do a ground smash, stun everyone, and then go into the fight. So there is a lot of tactics even in the dungeon crawling. So let's have a wander around here. I will just switch out to, well, we'll do Garrison. And as you can see, there is a limited number of uses to this. So actually, we'll use Gully. And it's spacebar, as you can see. So let's spacebar. And he's stunned. Let's jump into combat then. And he will be stunned, or he should be. Yeah, as you can see here, he's stunned in combat. So we've got that early advantage. So this is all very cool stuff you can actually start taking into account. So he's just obviously kind of like a bandit bruiser type character. Aha! Come on, let's get into the fight. We'll just keep knocking him down. Just go for all the hits. And no. Well, we're getting close to a burst ability, so we'll just keep building up the overcharge, which is the burst. Come on. Oh, the 3-hit combo. Right, well, let's just keep pounding on him. So yeah, as I was talking about, battle chasers. So yeah, all based on comic book. As I said, a lot of fans of the comic book series jumped on it, and evidently, as I said, the game has been funded up to 850 grand. I think it was over that. I think their original target was like 500,000, and evidently they raised a hell of a lot more than that, based purely on, you know, the love that the franchise already had. Also, the developers of it. So the comic book was the writer and artist behind it was a guy called Joe Madureira, who you may not know, but you may know his work if you've played Darksiders, because he was actually the creative lead on both Darksiders 1 and 2. And there is a degree of irony that this game is actually being published by THQ Nordic. Obviously, Darksiders was a THQ property, but when THQ went bankrupt and all that, oh, he's got a lot bigger. He hits a bit harder, but he's 12 from dead, so goodbye. We didn't use a burst, but hopefully that just carries over. So yes, Joe Mad, or Joe Madureira, however you want to... I think he commonly is known as Joe Mad because it's one of those names people find hard to pronounce, and I think it's his Twitter handle anyway. The people on this island are strangely cryptic. He was looking for something. If we don't find Monica and Nolan soon, we're going to get dragged into it. That does seem likely. Yeah, it does. Let's find them. So I was saying that there are actually 6 playable characters in the game. So we've got these 3, and then I think there's a grumpy old wizard type guy. There's a female pirate come rogue type character. And I don't know who the 6th one is. Let's open that up. So yes, well, this piece of metal, it's an artifact shard. Didn't Grimby say something about an artifact in the Iron Outpost? Yes, this really does get worse and worse. Is this what the bandit was looking for? Probably, but it's useless outside of the collection now. Let's get back to the road. So yeah, Joe Mad, obviously after THQ disappeared and Darksiders franchise kind of disappeared with it, he struck out on his own. I think with a few other guys from Vigil to set up Airship Syndicate. There is a gate there, but we haven't got a key for it. That's probably further into the game. So I think the lady with the red hair is the kind of the pirate bandit type woman. I'm going to go to this fight because this indicates that it's like multiple fights. So I can show you that. It's a combo fight. So it's basically 2 waves, I think. And we've unlocked beastry things. The bats are fairly easy. But we'll try and blow up a motivator. Go on, jab at him. And gut punch, go for the gut punch. Poison probably? No, okay. Gut punch. So I think these guys blow up slightly, so yeah, we can cause a bit of damage to the other guys. And what we could do now is do the burst ability. So we can do shield assault, which as you can see here puts 28 damage shield on the whole party. While the target remains shielded, their attack power will be increased. So yeah, let's definitely do that. And you get to see kind of the comic book art. I haven't said yet, this game is going to be coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and it was actually announced a couple of days ago it's actually coming to Switch as well. And you know what? I think this will be a good one on the Switch. I mean, I've said before, I'm not a huge Nintendo fanboy. Never owned a Ninty console. Oh, we're sundered, we're arcane sick, whatever that is. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage. But this kind of JRPG on essentially the handheld version of the Switch would work, I think. This seems like an ideal fit for that kind of console. We got any abilities? We could do a healing wave. Let's heal Garrison. And as you can see, that's going to take a few turns, so it's not going to be until these two have attacked. So let's see if we can knock out the motivator. And can you finish him off? Yep. Maybe a bit of damage to him as well. Good. No poison, thankfully. So you can kind of see how the game plays out. And we've got a full heal. Good. So there goes the bat. No, almost. But as I said, we have got another wave to go. So there we go. The next wave comes in. And we've got we've got the stealth ones. So what we could do with well, we're not going to be able to do anything to actually reveal them. So we can't, as you can see, we can only attack the guys that aren't in stealth. If we had some sort of AoE ability, which I don't think we can activate straight away. Not got a bomb or anything. No, nothing can burst because we haven't leveled up enough yet. So all we can do is attack the slime. Who's actually the weakest? You're actually the weakest, so maybe we go defense, because you're probably going to be likely to be targeted. Because, I mean, that's one thing I have found. Yeah. Whoever's the weakest character is most likely to be targeted. So that's how you can kind of judge who to defend and that. So everyone's up and about. Right, so let's start jabbing at these guys. Can we get some swift strikes in? And right, well, we'll finish off one to get the numbers advantage. All the poison damage. Can we burst again? We might as well, because I don't think these guys can burst yet. You have to be level 4 or something. So, yeah, let's do that again. Get some shielding up. And we get the bonus to attack as well. So, let's take you out. obviously, one of the biggest selling points to this is the art style. Obviously, based on a comic book, it does look kind of gorgeous. I mean, that was one of the things that did actually draw it to me, not knowing much about the comic book myself. It was the art of the game that actually drew me to this. I'm going to actually heal. I'm going to use my ability to heal wave, heal you, and take you out. Come on, take him out. There we go. And get the heal in. There we go, almost full. Oh, your poison's gone as well. Oh no, you're now poisoned. So yeah, the little indicators at the side here show kind of buffs and debuffs. So slime spit, 1 turn remaining, 2 turns remaining on there. Game is being built on the Unity engine. The only reason I know that is because the demo is launching with the kind of typical Unity launcher outside of the game. So I don't know what there's going to be in the way of kind of graphics options and things like that, because as I said, this is just a demo, so it's hard to tell. That's another combo fight. I don't think we can actually activate this. We can go to the blink station. Yeah, so we don't want to do that. We want to head to the obvious dungeon here. We'll avoid that fight. I think we can sidestep one down here as well. Oh no, we have to go through this one. Okay, we'll do that then. So I want to get to the dungeon and actually show you a bit more of what the dungeoneering's like. At least we're all more or less healed up now. Let's take out the gunner as quick as possible. Just pound on him. I do like Gully. Oh, so close. Poison? Yeah, always with the poison. The reason I'm taking out the tank, because I think when it blows up it causes a bit of explosive damage to everyone on their side. So hopefully this will... No? Okay, fair enough. Maybe if he was in the middle he would have, but... Okay, I think the spider is the weakest. So, at the moment there's no kind of details on release date or, you know, price or things like that. I mean, I did see on kind of like a general Google search that the Xbox version is taking pre-orders for about $20. I think that is just kind of placeholder price, because I wouldn't be surprised if this is maybe a $30, possibly even a $40 game. I mean, the quality-wise, even in this kind of a small demo, it seems fairly robust, well put together. It is an indie game, but it's got, you know, people that know what they're doing. Obviously, previous developers from Vigil. We've got THQ backing it. They've certainly got the budget with the, you know, the 850 they raised on Kickstarter, and it's not been kind of rushed through either. As I said, the original Kickstarter campaign was back in September 2015, and obviously it had some work done on it prior to actually going to Kickstarter. Let's just do normal, because as I said, even after playing it for an hour, I didn't even make my way through all of the dungeon. The whole thing with the fact that the dungeons are procedurally generated means it is a bit maze-like, and there's no clear direction you're supposed to head, as far as I can tell. Let's go and have a look at the big statue. Here the Watcher keeps vigil over the outpost, with warning to those that enter, tread lightly. So now we can see the kind of dungeon crawling in action. It's well lit for an abandoned outpost. Our approach hasn't been subtle. We should be prepared for resistance inside. When are we not prepared? So, as I said, health-wise, I think we're alright, but I'm going to switch to... If we switch to Garrison, we can dodge any traps. Let's step inside. So there's bats there, there's slimes. Okay, well that guy's on his own. I think we got the slime as well. No, we just avoided the slime joining the fight. Well, the bats should be relatively easy to take care of. So there is an element of, you know, you can draw the enemies away and kind of separate them from their friends and make the fight a little easier. Swift hits increases haste by 50%. Gut punch. Well, we'll just do more damage. And a big jab. There we go. As I say, the bats are relatively easy. Bats, spiders and all that kind of thing. It's stuff like the bandits you have to worry about. And there are a variety of different bandits. And what I haven't shown you yet is the kind of the RPG elements. So let's just make sure the slime doesn't creep up behind us. And if we go I, we can see our inventory. We've not picked up anything really. Oh, we've got a ring. What's the ring? The ring is Coast Iron Ring of Blades, which will give Garrison +1 attack. Stamina. If we give it to Calibretto, then that... Oh, we've got some health potions of these. Group healing. Flame oil causes next 3 hits to ignite enemies without making them take small amount of damage. Okay. Mana flask. Oh, these are crafting materials, yes. So you can actually craft items and weapons. I think I did come up against a crafting bench, but it wasn't something I spent too much time with. So that, yeah, that's all the inventory. These are the characters, so we can... Where is it? Perks, there we go. We haven't got any points yet. Oh, no, there we go, 2 points remaining. So we can actually pick our kind of skill tree we go down. So we can go artillery, which would give us overcharge, mastery, or stamina up. Or we can go nature, which is still, again, overcharge, mastery, but haste up. So you can kind of build your characters as you would like them. So Gully, Avenger, so it's critical retaliation or armor up. And we can go start strong, begin the battle with 10% attack power for 1 action, or haste up. So how should we build these guys? We'll build... well, we'll go with the stamina up, yeah, why not? And we'll go... Well, we'll go Avenger. Go on, critical was increased attack power by 25% for 1 action after being struck by a critical hit. I can't say really had too much in the way of critical hits. We'll go overcharge then, but we'll go down the Avenger route. And yeah, we'll go with start strong. We can see their abilities: quick step, dungeon ability, combat abilities. So there's a whole load more we can unlock up to level 23. Whether that's the cap or not, I don't know. We can see their burst abilities and biography. Legendary warrior and fallen paladin. I see, I told you. Turn to sellsword. Once loyal to the missing hero Aramis, Garrison struggles to escape his own violent past. He's now drawn back into conflict by his sense of duty, seeking redemption for past sins in defense of Aramis' daughter Gully. Ah, so there we go. So Aramis is the legendary warrior, and Gully's taken over his prized gauntlets. There we go. And as I said, Calibretto, ancient war golem built for battle. Calibretto developed his own sentience and in the process befriended the wise wizard Nolan, who saved him from persecution. The kind and nurturing protector Barretto commands an arsenal of destructive firepower, capable of quickly handling any threat to himself or his allies. So there we go, and as you can see, there's a fair few creatures to find, and we're in the IM outpost. So yeah, this is kind of what you'd expect. Well, we know there's a bat and a spider in here. Oh, let's just get the bat on the spider on his own. Oh no, the bat's going to join in. Yes, I think we can take them. So he's got his haste up. Right, well, we'll start wailing on you then. And we may do a heal after this. Oh, no, the poison again. Always with the poison. And we're building up the burst. We can maybe use one of these guys' bursts. So what we've got Heartbleed, which is deal 57 piercing damage and cause a target to bleed 29 damage over 3 turns. Well, that may be better for a tougher enemy. So we'll carry on letting the burst build up. And we'll just go with a regular attack on you. Big gut punch. Maybe take out the spider before he even has chance to attack. Yeah, you're dead. One last hit and good night. There we go. So, like I said, if you've played any JRPG before, this style of combat is probably very, very familiar to you. And we've got tier parts. As I said, these are all tend to be crafting materials. We can have a look in the boxes. Blade leaf and some coins. What's in the chest? Oh, we've got an iron ring. Oh, that's what we were going to do. We were going to equip the ring, weren't we? So, iron ring of shields, bonus damage, stamina up. Bonus damage, stamina down. Well, we'll give you that one then. Okay. Right. And as you can see, there's going to be... Oh no. Let's just use his ability to quickly get across there then. There's also these kind of traps. You can actually use the traps to, you know, attack enemies, essentially. You can draw them into the fight that way. But we'll have an explore around. As I said, because it's all procedurally generated, I kind of got lost in the maze before. I did see this trap before. Let's head, hide in the corner. And there we go. Yep. So the environments are kind of gorgeous as well. It's not just kind of the, you know, the fight animations and the actual character models and that. These environments, they kind of remind me of something like Torchlight. Avoid the flaming bits. Yep. There we go. There's nothing in this direction. No, we can't look at that. Okay. But this looks like a... Okay, so this is just like a map overview. I presume we can come back here if we need to. So it's more or less like a checkpoint, I'd imagine, or just a fast travel point. What's this direction? That looks like a well of some sort. What's in the well? I know there's a box. I'll open the box. More tier parts. Shrine of Experience. Drink from the fountain? Yes, we'll gain more experience from combat. Yes, we can do that. Small bottle tier parts. That's not a chest we can open. Nope. Wait for the flames. Avoid getting stabbed at. And there we go. So there wasn't really a lot in this direction. Can we hide in this corner? Yes, we can. Yes, good. Right, we didn't get stabbed by a big spinning spiky thing. Well, let's go this direction, because I mean we can bring up the map. Indicates fight, I presume. Right. That looks like a chest to me. Can we not get stabbed by the thing? Good, yes. parts. That's a lot of enemies, actually. We're going to avoid that. One spider on his own, I think we can take. Oh, and we've got flame turret thing as well. We'll have a bit more of a play around, and then we'll probably call it quits. Because, as I said, this is pretty much the game in a nutshell now. You've seen the kind of the overworld stuff. You've seen the combat, obviously. Don't need to do the piercing attack. You're almost dead. Yes. One hit from Calibretto, and you're out of here. Yeah. All done. Dusted. And I think when I played it before, you know, for an hour, I maybe just about got up to level 5. Maybe with just one or two of them. Okay, we'll have a look in there, but everyone's going to fight. Yeah, we could have maybe got Gully and done the stun type thing. What we will do, though, is we'll do burst abilities, yes. So everyone's a bit shielded, everyone's going to be hitting it a little bit harder. And we can have an explore of this room once we're taking out all these guys. Oh, what are they both thinking about? They're casting something. Well, in that case, we'll do the spider first. Yeah, the spider's going to go quickly. Yeah, told you. More poison, yeah. 3 turns, 2 turns, right. Okay. Yeah, he's going to take a while to get knocked down, so... Is there any abilities we could use? Quakefest, which is... Deal 60 damage to a target. 31 to a nearby... To damage shield. Well, we'll do the Quakefest. Why not? On you. And we'll just keep wailing on you. Maybe the Quakefest will be big hits that we need. Oh, but he's going to take 2 hits. He's getting bigger. Ooh, okay. Well, next time Calibretto's out, he's going to be doing some healing. Yes, yes, definitely. That was a big hit, yes. Oh my god, yes. We definitely need to heal. In fact, I think we're just going to go straight with a healing flask. Yes. So we couldn't afford to wait. Take you out. I was quite surprised he didn't go for the weakest character. But we've got... It's stacked to 3? 5 piercing damage each tick. Okay. Well, you're going night-nights. And now let's just wail on the slimy. And one last. There we go. Okay, and they're done. So it seems right to maybe start wrapping up here. We can have a look. I think this may actually be the crafting station. Yeah, there we go. Crafting index. We've got tier parts, but we haven't got hardened cast iron. Yeah, everything seems to have... I'm sure we had wool in our inventory. No? We seem to have all the tier parts, but none of the other parts. Maybe we can't. Maybe that's why I didn't bother with it before, because there wasn't anything we could actually do. Oh, there we go. Shields. Oh, there we go. That's how we get the hardened iron. We haven't got any deep crystals. So yeah, there seems to be a fairly deep crafting system as well. And everything has a success chance as well. Right, okay. But yeah, this has been... Oh, here we go. Battle Chasers Nightwar. if you are interested in it, as always, I will leave a link in the description below so you can find out more information. As I said, I don't know when it's set to come out. No, Secret Elixir 3 of 3. This has been the last scroll. Okay, so we've got to find the other Secret Elixir scrolls, and maybe that will teach us how to do a new ability or something. Okay. Oh. Oh. Go on then. Fight. And we'll end on a fight. It's with a slime. We'll probably be able to take him easy. Go on. Big gut punches. Some quick jabs. And you're dead. Swift strike. Oh, and we definitely need to heal Gully still. Yeah. Otherwise we could have lost somebody. And that would have been interesting to see what actually happens if you lose a party member. Whether it's complete reset or you go back to a checkpoint or what. Or if you have to revive them. I can't say I've ever seen, so I don't know. But we can use Calibretto's ability. There we go. Everyone's healed up nicely. So yeah, this is Battle Chaser's Nightwar. As I said, link in the description below if you want to find out more information. As I said, that it's still, you know, a ways away. I think maybe they're aiming for potentially a summer release. The fact that this demo seems fairly well put together, I don't know how far into the development they actually are. This wall seems like it's crumbling slightly. Maybe we can use her ability. Yes, there we go. I thought so. I'm going to hidden chest. Veil herbs, wool scraps, iron. Oh well, it's still just all crafting materials. It's not anything that exciting. And we just make it out there. But if you enjoyed this first impressions and you want to see more, obviously hit that subscribe button. Check out all the other vids we have here on the channel. And what's in this direction? Oh, we've got another one of these things. We'll avoid the fight. We're going to have a bit more of explore whilst I do the sign out. Yeah, if you like the video, hit that like button. It does help us out. Helps out those, you know, search algorithms on YouTube. Whether YouTube is actually working or not, you never know. It's one of those things. And if you want to get in touch, obviously you can do in the comments below or on any of the socials over at the Kilobits. What is a man? We continue to struggle with our hunger. The lords who followed Dio. No, he's coming for the attack. I was reading. How rude. Anyway, yeah. Alright, until next time, guys. Bye.